He said, forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different.
Oprah and her mom didn't always have the best relationship. Vernita gave birth to the future TV legend when she was 14. She left little Oprah behind in Mississippi when she moved to Milwaukee.
And I would listen to the preacher preach about the Lord thy God is a loving God, and sometimes he would say the Lord thy God is a jealous God. But most important, I heard him say, you are God's child, and through God, all things are possible. And I literally took him at his word, so that by the time I was had to leave my grandmother because she became ill, and I was sent to live in Milwaukee with my mother, who had 2 other children, I got beat up on the playground because when people would ask me, who is your daddy? I would say, Jesus is my daddy.
I read a book about 1989 called Seed of the Soul. And in that book, Gary Zukav talked about the laws of karma, of the laws of cause and effect, the third law of motion. And in that book, he talked about how your intention is always one with the law. Meaning, before you even think about a thing, you have an intention for the thing. And that the intention is going to determine the outcome. That's why the same people can go to the same church service and somebody walk down the aisle just to be seen to put some money in the church, and somebody else who just goes and just has a little bit to offer. The intention with which you give, the intention with which you serve determines the outcome. So when I figured that out, I went, whoa, I changed everything I did on my show.
How bad did anxiety get? And could you give me the root cause of that? What childhood trauma was responsible for that problem?
Well, I will tell you that for years, I didn't sleep well, and I still am a light sleeper. And it was 1988 that I suddenly understood what that was. I was reading the newspaper about a school shooting in a suburb of Chicago. And in the story, it said the principal was being asked by the parents to put chains on the doors so that no one could enter the school. And the principal refused to put the chains on the doors because he felt that it would send a message to the children that they were not safe. And I went.
And for my mother, we didn't have a strong relationship in her human form, in this form, but it's better now that she's gone. My mother was dying. I got a call from my sister that she thought it was the end. I've been taking care of her for a long time, and she's had nurses and so forth over the years. And even when she didn't need nurses, she's had nurses. She just liked having all these people. And look how it turned out. And then I told her, you should go in peace. I told her, because my mother has had diabetes, and 3 years ago she knew she should have had dialysis, and she didn't want to do it. And it was her choice not to do it. I said, you should do whatever your body tells you to do. Nobody's gonna force you to do what you wanna do. I said, you made the best decision for you, but now your body's shutting down, and this is what's happening. Now the rest of your organs are gonna start to shut down. Your kidneys have shut down, your organs are gonna shut down. And what you want it to be, what I want it to be, is as peaceful as possible. She never really knew who I was. And when she got to the other side, that was the first time she actually could see who I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you feel that?
I feel that.
You feel that because you hear her tell you that, or you feel it kind of in your body?
It's in my body. It's in, yeah.
That's where I feel.
It's just a knowingness. I can't explain how I know it. I know it. It's because you want to know, how do you measure up? Well, to know that you're just being here. You're just being here. However that sperm, bam, hit that egg. However that occurred for you, that your being here is such a miraculous thing. And that your real job is to honor that, And the sooner you figure that out, oh, wow, I'm one of the lucky ones. I got to be here. So how do you continue to prepare yourself to live out the highest, fullest, truest expression of yourself as a human being? And I just want to end with this. There are no mistakes. There really aren't any, because you have a supreme destiny. When you're in your little mind, in your little personality mind, where you're not centered, where you really don't know who you are, that you come from something greater and bigger, and that we really all are the same. When you don't know that, you get all flustered. You get stressed all the time, wanting something to be what it isn't. There is a supreme moment of destiny calling on your life. Your job is to feel that, to hear that, to know that. And sometimes when you're not listening, you get taken off track. You get in the wrong marriage, the wrong relationship, you take the wrong job. Yeah, but it's all leading to the same path.
And his definition of authentic power, meaning the kind of power that can never be taken from you. Not your looks, not your fame, not your money, not your square footage, but authentic power is when the personality, your personality, comes to serve the energy of your soul. When you are able to align who you are, who you've become in the world, with really what you've come to do in the world, when your personality serves the soul.
And I know many of you think forgiving means accepting what has happened to you. Well, it is accepting that it has happened to you. Not accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is accepting that it has happened, and now what do I do about it? Forgiving is giving up the hope, not holding on, hoping, wishing that it could have been any other way than it actually was. Giving up the hope that the past could be any different. And when I got that, I think it took me to the next level of being a better person, because I don't hold grudges for anything or any situation, and neither should you. It's letting go so that the past does not hold you prisoner. I think that all human beings come to Earth to learn specific lessons, and forgiveness is a part of that lesson for all of us. Forgiveness is a part of the learning process for being a human being. To let it go and give up the hope that that past could have been any different. And that to be able to forgive means being able to allow yourself to move to full presence, to embrace the now and not hold on to what was and what was past.